Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So, in the last episode, we managed to upgrade the base and fill up on... we managed to unlock the kitchen. Our wagon had actually run out of fertilizer to deliver to our forge, so we're going to have to switch them over to that barn there. Boom. And then you are going to have to do the same. Boom. There we go. Right. And I do want to change something up here. I'm going to stop that. I want to empty that barn. So what I want to do is move it and put in this path all the way down there. I'm also going to remove a row of grain here. So, right, I believe you've got to remove the resources first and then the tile second. Because if you remove the tile first, you then can't remove the resources till you put a farm tile back down. It becomes complicated. So I'm going to put in my path there. I may regret removing the load of farm tiles there. Possibly, I don't know. But for now, I'm not going to. For now, we're going to do that. And the reason we'll do that is I just want that path that goes all the way along there. Just to get access to things over here a bit quicker. Because we now have the kitchen unlocked. Which means I want to be using that. I want to be using the kitchen. The kitchen is a wonderful thing. So if we put the kitchen there, I suppose, or there, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. We'll put it one away. And there could be a 2 gap to the path. I don't know why there should be a 2 gap to the path. My logistics doesn't add up. I think the reason everything's sort of thrown out a little bit is because I counted from here, from where the base was. And of course, when I built the pastures, I built from the edge of the water, which is one further down, where the water comes in here. So that's why everything's off. I remember figuring it all out and going, well, I put in a barn, a workshop, a barn, and then a road, and there'd be a 1 gap. But there's a 2 gap, because I mucked up there. So that's why. Okay, right. So you're... Wow, okay. We need to speed our farm up. No, we don't. We don't need to speed our farm up. The problem is that the farm can't output stuff fast enough. That's the problem. Oh dear. And our wagon has stopped working there. Why are you stuck? I'll tell you what. We will grab a scaffold block. And we will, in fact, we will do that. There you go. Okay. Have that all the way down to that barn there. How does that make you feel? Does that make you feel better? There we go. And you can be nice and quick now. And everything can be awesome. Okay. Right. So, we want to grab a block there. I don't know why I did that up high. You, stop. You stop. We need the flour. We need flour. Flour goes in there. You also need fuel. Ah. That is going to cause a bit of a problem. Or is it? Or is it? No, it's not. No, it's not going to cause a bit of a problem. I don't need to be feeding the farm with fertilizer. Stop. I do not need to be feeding the farm with fertilizer. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need the fertilizer at the moment because the crops are growing fast enough. That's not an issue at all. The issue is just the farm can't actually cut it quick enough. I am going to leave that in there though, so in case I ever want access to the farm, it's there. But what I'm going to do is I am going to grab our wooden arches. Going to along there. Down there, I think, can't do that. I would rather have done that way, so the farm can get access to it as well. If it needs it. It may not need it. It may not ever need it. Well, we'll see. And we will put like that, and then a grabber there, and that will then feed the kitchen with a permanent supply of fuel. I say permanent. I hope it's permanent. I'm not sure. Our school is done. Our barn is empty. Let's do that. We will then copy the barn and put it. I'm going to put it on the actual road. That's probably a mistake. You should put it one off so that when your carts come off to grab things, they are not parked on the road. That's what my brain is telling me, so that's what I'm going to do actually. Yep, we're going to do that. And 3. Conveyor belts. 2 and a grabber. Oh, there we go. You are just a barn. Yep. You ought to take cloth to there. Outfits, sorry, to there. Yeah. I do still want to move these, actually, now I think about it. Although the rail thing, we're a long way off yet, so I'm not fussed about that yet. School. I'm going to move the school up to here. Oh, I need another worker for that, so we can't do that yet. The school needs books, which is leather and paper. But we can make paper there. That's not a problem. Suppose leather we could also divert round to a workshop of some description somewhere up here. It does become a bit more complicated to do though. Right, you are also going to grab bread, over it to there. Okay, because food is still a problem for that. Right, so we're getting apples. We're not getting many apples. I'm just using up the apples there, really. Yeah, of course, the forester. If you were to plant apple trees here, he would output apples as well as wood. So you could have a forester doing both. I think I might build a second forester back here or over here somewhere, doing just food, maybe. Because we do have some other things to do. You can make jam. Obviously, jam is made in the kitchen, made by apples and fuel. Why? Apples and fuel. Okay. And you got fish oil, which is made by fish. I still don't know where you get fish from. Don't see a fishery at all. Which, if there was one, it would be really nice to start with. If I'm honest with you, fish would have been fantastic to start with. If you just sold, if you just had a fishery and then you could have like fish and cooked fish. So normal fish is just gold and cooked fish is red, and then you could just put down for your very first town, you could put down a fishery, and anyone who's played Banished will know that fish is pretty much what you start with. That's sort of how it works. Okay, you are now no longer outputting fast enough to keep this up. You're just not getting the right things. You're not getting it in, and it's not because the farm is backed up. It's because the farm is backed up. That's what I should say there. So let's proper speed this up, shall we? If I was to do that, put it in precision mode, so I'm not worried about the chutes touching. Okay, and then we can't increase that anymore because that's too slow. There are no problems with the grain. The grain doesn't appear to be emptying. You can see there that grain there is still growing. It doesn't appear to be growing slower than your picking. There are more grown resources than there are empty resources. That might change now I've done this here. In fact, to be honest with you, I'm really tempted to get rid of that centre one. Got a weird bug going on down there. There we go, that's better. Right. That does mean that we obviously now have a... oh. Why was that all stopped for a moment? Okay, so you're full of that. Because you're waiting for fuel. Because you've got to travel a lot longer now to get to the fuel, haven't you? Yes. You may need another cart for that. I'm probably going to do that. What the hell are you doing? Did I tell you to come down here and not do anything? Is that a problem? Probably is. So you can be reassigned to doing that. You're probably the one that I told to bring second bread to. Yeah, I think you are. Oh well. Does not matter. Right. Yeah. And what I sort of meant by having the barn here, if I had the output go up and then maybe around the farm and come around the back to there, we could also have a pusher into the farm to give it fertilizer. But, well, we haven't yet. We haven't. Okay, we're running out of cloth. Cloth we're running out of because we don't have enough cloth. Because that's running low. Because everything's generally running low because we're using more resources than we're producing at the moment by looks of things. Right. However, you're full, you're doing things, so we're good. We are all good. Things are good. So we have metal going, we have bits and pieces going. I would like to move the school, but I can't do that because we need more houses. Or we need to upgrade these houses. Aren't these... yeah, none of these houses are at the back of level 2. So I can upgrade all them. We'll do that. We'll do that. Upgrade, 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 and upgrade. There we go. Now I have 44 workers, which is awesome. That means I can move the school. School does not need to be on the road. School doesn't need to be anywhere particularly. It could go right in the back there. And I could say paper and then a leather. You know, I think that's not a bad idea. Actually think it's not a bad idea. I'm not sure why the school has an area of effect. I'm not sure. Not if you put it closest to villages, it increases stuff. That would be an interesting mechanic. The school must be near houses, so it can actually have people going to it. But I think for the school, yeah, I think if we what apple trees you grab that apple tree. You grab that apple tree. If we were to use up these apple trees here, there's a fair bit in it. No. Grab the apple tree I tell you to grab. Use your tongue. And then I can put in a workshop here to make books. I can't put it. Well, I can put it down now. Let's do that. Boom. Put down that one there. You are to make books. And then you will take paper from that lumber mill. And where is that tree so he's got a better way through? Yeah, we'll take paper from the lumber mill. We'll switch it over to paper once this is all going. And leather from this barn here because I can have this split off. and feed that one. May set up now. In fact, I'm going to bring it this way because I don't know what I'm going to build that side. So, want scaffold, scaffold. So we've got to go up, then we've got to go up again. Then that means I want to go up again, but I can't do that there because of have to be a wooden arch. Yep, that works. And in fact, that's probably high enough. Okay, and come up from the ground. Go back to a scaffold block. Down. Go down. Do that, I think. Yeah, it doesn't matter about using wood arches or scaffold blocks. They appear to be pretty much the same sort of thing. It's just the scaffold blocks. The wooden arches, sorry, not scaffold blocks. The wooden arches have that ability to go through, and the scaffold blocks do not. I'll be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure why there are two separate ones. It would have just made sense to have the scaffold blocks go through because you don't ever need to use the scaffold blocks. Because the wooden arches do exactly the same thing. So, yeah, not really sure about that, but I'm sure there's a reason that I'm missing somewhere. I think the scaffold blocks were in there originally. And, now they're just not right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tell that to go that way, but I'm going to grab a pusher and do that. So this barn will get leather, this workshop sorry will get leather first. If there's any space, it will always get leather, and then any leather that's left over will go up and around into this workshop, and then this workshop will produce why are you not doing as you're told? Grab the apple tree I tell you to grab. Okay? That apple tree there. Grab that apple tree there. Do as you're told. No, you're gonna grab that. You're a very disobedient worker. I could probably speed this all up by putting chutes down. May not be a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's put this barn down here. We'll delete that barn. And we'll build... I'll move you into there. And we will build a chute system. Like that. And then you are to put that tree on there, and you are to put that tree on there. No, 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 no. No, no, no. That tree. That one. Oi! Oi! What the hell? Can you not get to that tree? How strange. How strange. Those two trees are the ones I want removed, and then those three behind it. How very strange. How very, very bizarre. Oh, well, I suppose we'll just leave it like that for the minute then. Right. Yeah, we'll let that go for the minute. And we'll just have books go directly into the... we won't actually store them in a warehouse. We have at the moment. I normally don't do that. I normally don't have a barn full of books. Simply because I don't see the point of it. There's no real reason for having that. Why have you stopped? Oh, because you are on apple duty. I don't need you on apple duty right now. You will go back on apple duty, but right now you're going to go on wool duty and move the wool from that barn to there. Okay, right. So our system is working. It is kind of slow. It is not going ideally fast. By any stretch of the imagination. Where are you taking from now? You're taking from that one there. Okay, so we're going to fill up those three, then that one, then that one. That kind of makes sense, I suppose. You've got plenty of fuel. We're not running low on fertilizer, are we? Nope, fertilizer is good. Okay, the farm is emptying fast enough to keep that kind of full, and the issue there is just that we can't get the stuff out of the barn fast enough. Yep, it's just coming out of the barn. It's just not coming out fast enough. That's the problem. It's not that there's a shortage of actual crops, because that's staying at around the 28 mark, 27, 28 mark. So yeah, it's just not coming out fast enough. We need to increase our speed of things coming out, and it's just not happening. Why do you not have any cloth? Because I am an idiot. I am an absolute idiot. And I told you to put wool in the cloth barn because I didn't filter it. Now you see that's an easy mistake there. And now I've done that, although you can't see it, right underneath there, that puller has pulled out a bit of wool which cannot be used by the workshop. So this whole system is now completely stuffed. So I've got to remove that. I've got to wait for you to take off. You've done that, okay. Alright, so now you can take wool into that barn. And then I need to press M and grab that. And now that will go as it should go. What I should really do is filter the grabbers as well to make sure this can't happen. But then if you filter the barn, you know that that barn's only going to ever have what you want in there. So, yeah. Right. So, let's now put in this again, like so. Get that all working. And you are now going to start producing cloth again, clothing again. Right. So, minor disaster resolved there. I just want to empty that barn and probably that one as well, just to get rid of them, clear them out. So we've got more space in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this space in here. I think probably all my general stores and markets and things are going to go in here. That's probably going to be the idea. And then we've got a central sort of area for things. So when I build this railway that I want to build, I can have it sort of come in, loop around and drop into whatever store it wants to, and then come out and go to wherever it needs to go to. So right now it needs to go up there. It's not ideal at all. And it needs to go over to the kitchen as well, which is not ideal. Trains do not like going uphill. They slow right down going up and down hill, so you want to try and keep them on the flat. But of course I've got all these raised areas here. I suppose for the minute we're going to have to just stick with carts, aren't we? That's what's going to happen here. Talking of which, I'm going to buy another wagon. Bob, you. And you're going to go on apple duty. Not that we need to, but apples are just basically ticking over our gold a little bit. I could use them for something else, I suppose. I mean, the kitchen can make jam. That's about the only other use for apples, by the looks of it. Yeah. I suppose apples are really your starter. Apples and grain. You grab a couple of apple trees and feed that into your food market. So that'd be good. We do need to get some blue coins at some point. The only place I can get blue coins is pickaxes. This is the only place. We need 30 happiness, which we can't actually do yet, I don't believe. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yes, we technically could do 30 happiness. I can make everyone happy. What are you missing? Apples, ironically. Oh, 29. Oh, we might be able to do 30 happiness and get another upgrade. That would be cool. That would be very, very good. Whether that happens. We're still filling up this place with stone. Probably could stop doing that right now. Have 1 leather, 1 wool, and 1 cloth in the base as well. Need to get those out. And some grain. Let's grab another worker and get him doing that. So take the cloth out and put that in the cloth barn, if you don't mind. And now take the wool out and put that in the wool barn. And then take the leather out and put that in the leather barn. We don't have a leather barn. You can put it in, I don't know where you can put it in. Well, we do have a leather barn, so put it in the leather barn. Okay, so a little bit of a jump cut there because I accidentally hit the stop recording button on OBS and didn't realise. So anyway, I have emptied the base out of the bits and pieces that we should have done there. I've emptied that storage barn out. That can go down. Bye. That's all done there. Bits and pieces are carrying on and doing as they should do. Everything in general is kind of working here. I'm going to put you back onto fertilise duty. No? Come here. Fertilise duty. There we go. Right. And it'll be good. Our barn is filled up with apples. Our wagon's grabbing those, but the wagon's not keeping up with apples. But that's not a problem at all. Okay, and I've got. I think I'm going to stop this wagon as well and change these to the people instead, because the forge is not making iron that fast. So yeah, and then you can go on apple duty. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So everything is awesome. And we are getting there. I may well start the school up again and just burn off the books we got here, just to get that done. And then we can look at a few other bits and pieces going on. But I think for the moment that's where we're going to leave this episode, and we shall come back next time. I think I'll finish off medicine, burn those books off, and we shall come back when that's done, and we'll look into what's going on there, and maybe try and get ourselves some pickaxes going for some blue coins. So that'll be next time. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.